everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Winter Interludes. Before I hand it over to Rose to talk to you guys about the adult winter reading challenge, I just want to remind you, and by extension your teens, that there's also a winter reading challenge for teens. And additionally, we also put together a bag of supplies for your teens on a monthly basis for activities, and then we put up a weekly video to accompany those activities on our YouTube page. If you have any questions about teen programming, feel free to get in touch with me. That's jwise@shelburne.library.ca, jwise@shelburne.library.ca. What do you have for us this week, Rose?
I want to remind everyone also about the adult reading challenge that we have going on in Beanstack. So try and participate in that. And actually, to help you read as much as you can over the holidays, we're encouraging you to place your holds. You can take quite a lot of books, so either online or phone us, and so we can put together some materials for you. As a reminder, we will be open longer during the holidays. Tuesdays and Wednesdays of the holidays, we will be doing curbside pickup, so you have time both weeks to get some more books. Speaking of great reads, what have you read for us this week, Jade?
Well, I had a difficult time choosing a book to talk to you guys about this week because I'm actually reading a very exciting advanced reading copy of Tarryn Fisher's The Wrong Family, but I'm not quite finished, and I think that will be a great one to end the year on next week. So for this week, we're heading back to Rockton with Watcher in the Woods, which is the fourth in Kelly Armstrong's Rockton series. A lot of interesting stuff happening in this one. So firstly, Casey sneaks in her neurosurgeon sister to help perform a surgery on one of the residents of Rockton. The council obviously doesn't really like that. Secondly, we really dive into the shady backgrounds of some of the people in Rockton. And as you can all imagine, not everyone's a white-collar criminal. There are actually some fairly violent people in Rockton. We also learned that the council has a few more moles in town than we expected. And I'll tell you, it's not someone I expected. And then lastly, there's a lot of action-packed points that come about because of the shady backgrounds of the residents of Rockton, and then also a few clashes with the hostiles that live in the area. And we end this book on a really ominous note by one of the settlers in the area saying, "They're all watching." So that's kind of a threat to Rockton, leaving us on edge until the next book.
Well, Jade, I am quite excited about book I was browsing and then signed it out because I was intrigued and actually checked to see about buying my own copy because I liked it so well. It's called In Bibi's Kitchen. And it is recipes and stories from grandmothers from 8 African countries that touch the Indian Ocean. So you have Somalia, Madagascar, remembering them off by heart, South Africa, Comoros, Tanzania, Kenya, and Eritrea. So each one begins with a really heartwarming life story about the family, the culture, and so on. And then, at first I thought, oh, this is going to be complicated cooking, but first recipe is an Eritrean flatbread that I thought would be really fun. Not too many ingredients and looks good. Just think of fresh flatbread, cooking it yourself. And this one for sure I'm going to do chicken stew with yogurt and coconut. So, yum. And another Somalian flatbread, few ingredients, but they look great. And the last one, Miss Ma Vicky's famous lasagna. Now we all have our favorite lasagna recipes. This doesn't have any meat, has lots of spinach and different seasonings. So she says she's very famous for it. So I think it's great. But in case you can't get this book, I wanted to remind you that we have A to Z world recipes on our website. It's one of our e-resources and you can access that anytime, and I'm sure you'll be able to find some of these recipes there. So I'd like to wish you all a great week. Happy reading. Bye.
We want to thank you guys for participating in another one of our virtual programs. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.